Sunset.
Yeah, they almost made it a comeback on
Yeah,
Lotus.
very true.
Why
Okay.
not take down Sunset? They tried this composition. They've been playing it before.
PRX on defense, Zeta on
still
attack.
Has, you know, a lot
Do you think
more
PRX could beat Heretics on Sunset? It would be interesting because we haven't really seen Heretics play against a Sage. So they would have to play a little bit different in the afterplant over towards B, which should feel uncomfortable. That maybe would help, but I know Heretics, like, historically, from what we've seen at the moment, are just insane at exploiting comp's weaknesses, and this comp has a big weakness of no info sentinel. It would be a sick game. I hope we get to see it, basically. So, easy answer.
Gonna be on top. Eventually gets taken down by Dev. Just couldn't find a way out with the paint shells right at his feet. Now door broken. 4-man push in. Zeta Division still not entirely sure how many people are coming through here, but Dev's holding close away from that paranoia. He spots 3. They're still not sure of the entire squad. You can tell Laz fishing for information. Trying to see if
Gentleman's changed their comp. Gentleman's decided to do double duelist instead of Sage for some reason.
Now Market smoked off. Uran hiding in the site. Gets 1, gets 2, almost 3. Jing down to 40.
That's a hard defuse right
here. But they have to peek the spike.
Especially with no wall.
Realizes they're not on it just yet. It's going to be 1 apiece for Huron and Sugar Zero.
Shots, unfortunately, not quite landing for PRX, but that's it. Zeta Division, I mean, what a way to take down the round.
Sage no wall, yeah, I kind of want to see a Sage wall on this. Especially for the pistol, it's just super strong.
And from there, they took down the site. PRX managed to hold them down for the time being, but then once the spike went down, the retakes, unfortunately, not quite going through because Uran was able to find a couple of double kills.
Yeah, Uran holding on.
Yeah, PRX can't get many pistols. Getting pretty wrecked. 4. Got 2 sheriffs, so this will be light armor in the next round. And they're allowed 1 death.
PRX is going for anything cheeky.
Right there.
PRX goes for the ping, hearing perhaps the spy cam being installed right at the beginning.
For now, the main hit headed out from B main. Forsaken trying to land a couple of shots, but it's not going through. Wingman will be able to stick that plant. Meanwhile, the rest of Zeta Division just pretty much watching down this entire gallery. A couple of shots going through. PRX finding at least 1 kill onto Laz, but that's about it.
Yeah, if they can just take away a couple of the rifles, it's not too bad considering it is a 4-man buy. We'll see if they can make it happen. The spike's already there. Something trying to bait it out. Now, especially with the sheriffs in their hands, they have to make something work. But finding no value. Only 1
nice shots here, yeah, and they only lose the sheriff, so they're gonna have a really good bonus.
Sugar Zero with a triple kill to give the 2-0 lead.
What a way to take things down. Just quick and decisive Zeta Division. I mean, that has been the theme of the day.
Really good shots there at the end.
I'm not sure if people might remember this, but we had that interview with Coach Carlisle just all the way back in the start of Stage 2, and he mentioned he wanted to give Zeta more flexibility, have the potential to go in for decisive, quick plays, but also to kind of slow things down when they need to. And right now, they're definitely demonstrating that.
And now they're going to fight for A main control. They've been going B 2 rounds in a row. Now on the bonus, Sugar Zero not going to be able to swivel in time, but Depp will just enter right into the site.
Got the most important kill over towards site.
Is tasked with trying to beat the backup, but it's too late.
Devi's a lunatic. Look at him go.
Takes too much time. Forsaken now gone from elbow. Spike planted, and Depp is still wrapping around. Jing, he has an inkling about it. They've lost track of him, and now Jing will try to chase through. He gets ahead of the Boombot, gets the kill onto Dev. Now Devi on the site. He's broken apart Zeta's post-plant positioning. And here on
okay, this time we actually see the wall.
Mind Freak just completely goes
yeah, makes it nice and easy.
The wall's there, and that's the defuse.
Normally what it's for on this, yeah. Full buy rounds, get the wall out, and it just makes the retake comp just so much stronger. Tell you what though, Zeta are in a really sick spot because they can just use Fischl. They should be winning this really.
Unfortunately not quite able to find it, and that is once again that value of the Sage Wall on the defuse. It just blocks off quite a bit.
Yeah, it just buys enough time with Device still being there as well, of course. Mind Freak not shaken by that tripwire as well. He knew his mission was just to check for someone watching the flank. No, it was a costly buy round, but a round win nonetheless. They will be able to buy a couple Guardians back up to match firepower. But Thrash online for Laz. He wants to get as much distance on it as possible. But there is
the
aftershock.
breach damage.
Warn him about it. No, it's too late.
Dude, no one told him
one's
about it.
watching out for him. And Laz falls through. Sure, the Thrash gains some ground.
Surely someone's going to give him a heads up. They were too busy being like, dude, if he gets a stun, I get a kill. So I'm following that fish. I'm not telling him.
Fire shots through just to prevent PRX from checking even further. But here comes Jing with a bit of a flank. Huron is repositioned, but still a crit hits up Duel. That's another player down. It's going to be down to the fault line, though, and Forsaken just continues
they
to
double up as well.
Sugar Zero able to trade down
these retakes are too strong. They definitely need Laz involved in this util-wise. Gotta have some kind of utilers there, but I don't know.
Zeta division here in the post plant, just not quite sure if they wanted to take the fights or not. You know, sure, maybe you spot the util a bit late, maybe the comms got a little bit messy, I'm not sure what it was. But of course, the flank getting taken down, that's one thing, because now you're pressed for time. But even after the stun, not quite sure where they want to be watching, scared of potential flashes as well. And after too much consideration, Zeta will now be pushed back to an eco, as we do see Rolling Thunder on the other side for PRX.
It's a devastating, one, man.
It's a little bit odd.
Official ended up just working against him.
It's going to be PRX now building up their bank. It was a great start from Zeta, but here they go back onto the eco, swapping up to a bit of mid control. Something's just right around the corner of that smoke, though. Maybe looking for a bit of a peek. He does have his utilities available.
Yeah, just doesn't want to give up that top mid control just because of the smoke. So stands in the smoke to deny it. If you want to take the courtyard, that's fine. Right there. As long as you don't get a free flank wrap around. Smoke refreshes, something gonna hold close once again to deny that. Meanwhile, Market being washed by Divide, but it's a lot of members. Nice bait and switch from Zeta division.
And no one to protect this gun as well.
Will respond in kind by taking
Depp
full
gets
B
another
control.
kill with the gun he just picked up. He gets his ult.
Are now trapped inside Market, heading into B site.
That would be a bit of sandwich.
Oh my god, nice shot from Depp still.
Jing. Something managing to find
raise
one
up for next round
as well, so it's a bit of an even trade. We're back to a 3-on-3. Rolling Thunder from Forsaken though, sent down, and it does connect.
And that stops Wingman from planting.
Quite banged up, and they're on those sheriffs. They will be able to find that shot of the Forsaken though. Mosh Pit will be able to buy a bit of time, and the spike is dropped down. So,
but they have the ultimate from the shadows available. Sure, you won't get the weapon pickups, but they will just use it to recover the spike instantly. And Laz still watching for the
Zero
rotate.
still has a flash.
Now grouping up onto the A site. PRX
I like this move from Mindfreak though. He's hit very fast.
I think Laz might have heard a couple of those footsteps. Mindfreak, I'm not sure if he's going to be ready for it. It's an up angle, and Laz finds the kill. PRX, a big blunder. It is something. He's good for these clutches, but he needs to find the 1v1 first.
Oh, Wingman.
My buddy's defusing.
The Wingman sent out. Not quite taken out just yet. There's the trade, though, from
ended up baiting
all
it.
the way around with the Vandal.
I mean, this was nice. His fast kill. Just Depp did so much, though. Fast kill to make sure they can actually pick up the gun.
Oh my goodness, splitting up unfortunately was not the right decision in that
moment.
And
this was insane as well.
A great call from Zeta Division as they tried to execute onto the ace.
Trying to roll with it, someone flanked unexpected.
Denying against PRX. And then from the shadows, just sticking together, Sugar Zero. I wasn't sure if
they expected the flank?
I see what you're saying. Time, but being able to stay tucked behind cover just buys enough time for Laz to sneak up around.
Yeah, I think more than anything, just focus on trying to stay alive at that point, which you love to see. Not getting too pressured given the circumstances. Now door
he's in the
closed.
bin
PRX
after
choosing to slow things down, trying to play things a bit safer. Close the door, they have the one-way.
These two could maybe drop.
And once again,
not really.
A shift towards the A side.
Mindfreak sneaked up though. You got Divide with an operator as well, watching down courtyard, but most important thing is that they have to stay alive. Meanwhile, the rest of them, Mindfreak does not
it's your
birthday.
birthday.
Too many players. It's gonna be a bit of that
Happy
A
birthday,
presence.
bro.
This should tell Jing and the rest of PRX that something's about to happen. The showstopper instantly tracked up to the top. Paint Shell's underhand tossed as well, just to buy a bit more space. Forsaken able to receive. It's gonna be the trade from Sugar Zero.
Yeah, but Huron's still on the lurk. He hadn't quite backed off just yet. So they get the pings. It's 2 people on A. The smoke to cut off the rotate. Mindfreak's trying to get ahead of it. He wants to find at least one target. The paranoia should land. He's just going to reposition with the shrouded step. Can he find the kill onto Hero Ron? He does.
Nice round at the moment.
Holding on to backside, smokes it off just to buy time for his teammates to arrive.
Big Sage heal as well, and they double push through. Honestly, they got the trade.
Zero gets one. 20 seconds. He would desperately like to find a 1v1, but PRX.
Oh, what a shot. I like the fake TP as well. Oh, Device. Dude, Device been upping a lot split too. He's been real fast with
it. You mentioned it before, William. I mean, Device is the backbone, and he keeps things steady. With the operator, he doesn't have to.
Yeah, that's one way of looking at Fio.
So just marks the angle instead. And as soon as he sees some,
always positive,
bang,
like
there
that.
He goes.
Mute.
That's it though. Sugar Zero being able to land that shot in towards Boba was pretty darn impressive. But also just great plays from the entire team. I mean, both sides having that double peek out of the smoke managed to keep themselves alive a little bit more. Zeta Division keeping themselves in this fight.
And now just down to 2 Vandals, though, as they do have to stabilize their econ. And the op is ringing true, pushes far out of B main. They've been very aggressive on the B side.
All the time.
And now after
he's
that
been
kill,
hitting some absolute shots.
Control as well. There's the anti on the flash. Sugar Zero gets 1, but I don't think he's spotted.
He has no idea about this, and normally they play the Omen solo over towards A, holding the smoke. So.
But the rest of PRX also has to buy enough time to defend and hold. Walls up, top of mid. You also have B main to worry about. Mindfreak backs
They want to go res.
Now Forsaken doesn't have the fault line just yet to provide support, but he is going to be wrapping around. Not sure if
he had
Dev
a
will
TP.
have any inkling to this. He's actually going to. Dev's going to get over the Sage wall. Did Divide
Wait,
hear this?
satcheled over the wall and no one has any idea? Oh my. Wait, Divide does have an idea. He heard him.
Susses it out.
And they killed Wingman over towards site. And Forsaken's flanking.
Laz gets a kill, but the spike stranded. No ultimate on the Omen just yet.
So he's going to have to manually sneak in to retrieve the spike. Shredded steps in, and Mindfreak is very, very aware. Jiggles out, though, and it's going to be Sugar Zero who spots on Mindfreak instead. Good little tap, but it's going to be Sugar Zero with the kill. Now the From the Shadows available.
Again.
Rotations all the way over out to the A site. But you are right, he is alone. 10 seconds, and that seals the round.
Divide was just on top of this.
What awareness.
I love
for next
that
round?
PRX is ahead of this. I mean, they see that it's 1 point away.
No gun though,
okay,
right?
Well, it might happen one way or another as Jing does clean up the kill onto Laz as
Right,
well.
give me these Divide shots.
Divide's ready
What's
for
the flash shot like?
A quick rotate, or at least a standby for it, pays off for PRX.
Incredible stuff. Once he's on this operator, Sage off. Repeatedly, consistently works out because of how he knows where to position himself working alongside his team.
I mean, that's where they thrive, right? This is something we saw with RQ as well. RQ might have had more rounds where they had.
In terms of the timing for the timeout,
but the
it's good.
Chain duel after duel, that's where PRX
like you can win this pretty much worth 2. They got fish short. Hopefully not going to get breach damaged again.
So Zeta Division, if they can just take a step back
PRX just pretty much play this as well. Just the 1 is delay.
Hopefully they'll be able to claw back into it. They took a 13-10 loss
or at least
to
try
RQ,
to set one up
RQ lost
and rotate a bit heavier.
See if Zeta can complete the circle of sunset here and try to take down PRX themselves.
Be cool if they went full circle, especially after taking down PRX on Ascent today. Almost the comeback on Lotus. Now onto the last map. Before the previous
Thoughts on
round
the Team Secret Gen G match? Dude, if you didn't watch it, you should watch it. It was a banger. Just watch the third map.
Things down almost to a halt. No information found from Zeta. Bit of a dizzy. That's going to tell them that something is right around the corner.
But that dizzy now stranded. Can't be picked back up. Fault line just used. Down for another 30 to 40 seconds. So Thrash
something's
gets
gonna
used.
get out of
Zeta
that,
wants
but
to
he has
take
his
this
own
opportunity
fish,
to
but
gain some space to see if they can go to an
he
execute.
could fish back.
Zeta
Oh,
all the
yes,
way
he wants
far,
to hold
though.
this.
Not recoverable in its current state.
Does
and
he call the
something
teammate
wants to
over?
punish it.
Right there.
Stace is tucked into this corner as well. He's got quite a bit of utility, but not quite wanting to send it through. The aftershock just buys a bit of time and space for him, but once he hears these footsteps, it's going to be the double
nice,
kill.
man.
Two quick taps.
Oh, boy.
Now the Thrash. Euron, unfortunately, stuck holding alone.
It's such
The
a
rest
good
of the team
round.
on the site. Something still to
Ooh,
look for.
hold up.
But Sugar Zero, a quick double.
Okay.
Mind Freak for the trade. Sugar Zero still alive, but 10 seconds left. He has to pick up the spike.
Shot.
But on the crossing, Devi will
This
spot
was just
him with that
really well
sniper
played from something.
Overwatch.
He just got the smallest bait from his teammate as well, and it wasn't like any kind of util for him to swing up. It was literally just like breach damage that you would do normally to slow them down.
They were still too concerned. This was really just formalities from Depp, and then something's just so quick on the trigger that there's no reaction from his teammates. Laz gets taken down immediately as well. So a good reaction to that timeout. PRX slowing things down, forcing Zeta to just run down the clock and then rush in. See what the adjustment is now. Op still in the hands of Devi. Resurrection still available as well. Hasn't really needed to use it. So we do see Zeta Division answering back against the aggression on B main. It's an instant execute onto the site. Depths in.
A really good omen flash from Mind Freak.
He is trapped.
Dude,
just
look at all the
in.
util.
Spike stranded as well. Out of ammo is Dev, and he's still too many targets.
Where is Laz?
Oh, no.
Dude, look at all the
But
util. The
Huron,
slow is insane.
You're trying to find another, but he gets surrounded close by. At the very least, Spike recovered for Zeta Division.
I'm telling you, Sage is so good on this map.
Though, what a wrench into Zeta's plans. They really tried to opt for that quick rush, but instantly halted by Devi and that slow orb. Might not have landed the op shots, but the impact felt. Zeta now trying to rotate over. And then there comes the res.
Might as well. You've had it for a little bit.
I mean, money's low. It's
you could
3v5
get
still.
another one in the half if you land more op shots like you have been. So might as well secure this round for sure. And allow something to maybe even get a couple extra ult orbs himself, or ult points rather. PRX spreads back out on a safe 2-1-2 with that res. Huron will dig deep a little bit. The double take, it costs him.
He hesitated.
Now, it's just going to be Zeta facing their enemies one by one. The spike's been sent out. Forsaken, just going to allow the spike to go down. Doesn't want to take any risks. Wants to wait until backup arrives.
Certainly marking down for it too. Fault line now sent out. Last fully connected, fully stunned. Sugar Zero
Makes
on
that
the
a lot
other
easier
side.
with the time of the smoke
all
going.
of those footsteps as Stampede headed out towards and Mind Freak quickly peeking out, and that's going to be PRX doubling their score up on Zeta.
And Rolling Thunder completed for Forsaken as well. So 6-3 lead, and looking more and more stable on the side of PRX. Zeta Division still hasn't picked up a round since that timeout. This will be the third one. See if they can course correct here. But yeah, the slow orb's been so good. And this is the thing with the Sage, is once the Sage is mobile enough and wary of the attack, it doesn't have to be a hard sentinel, but they will have a ton of delay to flood the sites. I mean, they've been doing this since the offseason. Back when we saw it all the way
They
at
want to
the
go fast. If the camera tags, they
and
stun.
it's still a menace if they can just stay
Double
one step
satchel.
ahead of you. Zeta needs to do a little bit more to control PRX's movement around the map. Dev trying to go in fast. That's the answer for now, but he gets taken down.
Is that?
I mean, Dev consistently
There's a lot of
too many
potential with
steps
this,
far
though.
ahead of his
Actually,
teammates.
whoa.
And Mind Freak now
Nice shots.
just in the shooting gallery.
I feel like this satchel up
Sugar
towards
Zero,
here and
you're
then being able to do
separated
something
here on the
else off
site.
it is pretty strong. You can
Trying
get
to
over
find
towards
their
this
own
area
precise
easy.
shots, but look at this. PRX, after getting their kills, tucked away behind the generator. Forsaken swings out. It's going to be Sugar Zero finding the trade.
Dude, they hit
Something up
so
from behind. It's not
many
something that
shots in
Sugar
this
Zero
round.
expects. So
Shout out
once
to
again,
Forsaken.
PRX up on top. I
And
mean,
it just feels like
mentioned it.
Zeta, they're just trying
Dev was
everything and
trying
nothing's
to go
working
so
at the
many
moment.
steps ahead, but his team not quite out there with him.
it's an answer. It's a way. It's an option for sure to try to just blast through it, get a little bit more tempo, try to get ahead of PRX. Sure, but it has to be a team effort. And if the utility is going to get slowed down, and PRX seemingly always has at least one extra member prepared, you got to bait out the util first. You got to maybe push and pull across the map, something more to force PRX out of position. Right now, PRX just going for it. Jing, this is where he had that ace, and he's good for 2, but he does get shut down.
The Omen flash was so nice.
Now back into it. It's going to be the Boombot device, spotted out by Hiroron at the bottom of mid. The rest of PRX trying to stabilize. They shut down the door. Mindfreak marking the spike though. Neural Theft spent, and it's going to be forsaken the Rolling Thunder just to
force
give
him into this guy.
Cover.
They just keep going aggro.
Able to recover as well.
From the shadows available once again. Sugar Zero doesn't need to use it just yet.
It's a little bit bold against the ecos, but again, PRX.
No
rules.
From all the weapons dropped, Forsaken.
Rules for them.
They spot each other. But that should be the cue to go to B side.
yeah, pretty much on this. Like they have the spike here as well, and they're still just sending ults into it.
They're gonna fight this.
Aggro.
They're gonna try to fight this. They know that PRX will want to clear it. It's a good read.
They just wanted to go aggro.
The weaponry as well. Even with Sugar Zero down D-low.
Too much else to think about.
Still thinking about.
Heard the weapon swap.
Footsteps. All right, there it is.
You know that they're there, and something's ready.
They win the round, of course.
He knows that it's going to be one member swinging first after he hears the weapon
Went away
swap.
from his official.
Last round.
I was wondering if they
a
were
little
thinking
1v2
about
from him.
using the ults to go, you know, play some mind games, but nah. Something's just that steady and waits for them to peek out instead.
Yeah, PRX, they're constantly one step ahead, even in those situations. And this, it's always so fast. I mean, the paranoia was so good as well.
Both teams having some like set plays of their own. I really admire that Zeta, or at least Depp, tried to make something happen from the previous round, but this time
the react over towards B, but it's kind of what they want. Stage slow is going to be good here. Or safe ball.
Outside of B main as well. The Showstopper on towards the back. What are you going to do if you're Zeta?
You do have a lot of time. Maybe a little bit of a re-clear across the map could help. You do have the Showstopper of Adept. He's stranded right now behind the box over on B main. Should also be noted that similar to their last game against RQ. Oh, hold on. Showstopper used by Deb. Just trying to keep them tied up here. He finds the kill.
Wait,
right
how's he
around
alive?
the wall, and he's able to still survive. Picks up a Phantom. But
he did pretty well, though.
Again, no support. I mean, Zeta Division, where's the movement? Sure, you're sending Hero on to clear out A, but the spike's still so far away.
Yeah, it's taking too much time. Unless Hiroran is able to sneak in deep enough where he's able to cut off some rotations sneakily, it's not quite going to happen just yet. That said, though, PRX is doing their due diligence.
Why did they leave him?
Checking a lot of
It was more just the fact that PRX kind of exec'd on this guy, right? They were going to plan something.
Oh, PRX is already here.
They started using util because they knew he was behind this box. They wanted to get him because they were pretty sure it was the race.
Sugar Zero now.
So then he was forced to go over towards site.
Out,
it's like an instant reaction.
Yeah, the Thrash stops him on elbow as well. Only 20 seconds on the clock. This one way is not going to disappear in time. Sugar Zero, you need to make something happen. And he goes for the Hail Mary shrouded step. Double kill to open up the site. Spike's still not there just yet, but Moshpit will buy time. The wingman sent out. The spike will get planted. And now a 1v2. Divide with the operator, but the Thrash is coming. Can he hide away from it? Goes past him. They have no idea. They spot his barrel.
He had to check on the fish and they saw his barrel.
And boy, oh boy, it almost turned into a mess, but Sugar Zero to Sugar Hero on that last map, or the last round of the half.
Just having the sensibility. He was faced with a dark cover.
He got 4. Yeah, it's 4 on attack though.
Managed to find those 2 crucial kills for his team to get all of that space.
When is Plat Chat? Tuesday. What's the time on it? I think it's like 5 CET, but I don't think it's 100% confirmed yet. I don't know. I haven't checked.
If they win the pistol,
but at the moment, 5 p.m.
Gain the momentum.
CET time. Wait,
the fans cheering for both
right?
sides.
Or is that UK time?
Well, this PRX fan
maybe 6 p.m.
for PRX to finish the game fast since they have to go to work tomorrow. It's already a little too late for that one. I'm sorry. It's 10:20 p.m. Might have to even leave before the game ends if you have to catch the subway. We'll see. But, I mean, this shrouded step and then the spray transfer as well. He knew exactly what he had to do after they were stuck in that hard spot. Bit of a rough call on the macro level, but a great call on the micro level by Sugar Zero. Now 17 and 9, doing everything he can to keep Zeta Division in the game.
I just noticed that. Yeah, he's had a couple of multi-kill rounds.
Right there.
Trying to keep his team in the game. If they can pick
Can
up the
they
pistol, that would
at
be
least
even
end
better
on a
now.
solid pistol
Zeta on
record?
the defensive side. PRX seemingly planning to head down through mid.
Zeta Division looking to get us a main for the time being. You got the Dizzy set up, you got the fault line as well, potentially a paranoia if the Dizzy gets a tag. Smoke out and Dizzy, no tag, so that's going to be an immediate rotation from your end.
Why teams use the
heard a lot of noise, so the
Heretics
go
camera,
out.
because you get
There is
to
the fault
see if they
line,
go over
Neuron
towards middle.
barely staying
But he
alive.
got off
You
the
know the
camera
wall was already
pretty
invested,
early,
so
and they think they're
the
over
post plan
towards
not gonna
middle,
be
and
as
just
strong
him doing the
within the site
footsteps,
here
and everyone
from
else going
PRX.
towards market. I mean, they didn't actually get full info that he
Being able to
faked
get
going
spiked
towards
down
middle
out
just
in
to
the
use the
open.
wall.
They might be able to
Now they're gonna
play,
clear all of this.
play around from B main. Zeta taking their time to check, just in case anybody might be flanking over.
And it's not the best
Divide
plant for
tries to
spamming
slow
over
them
towards
even
B main,
further
so they need to
down with
fight
that
site a
slow
little
orb.
bit.
And Zeta's being very, very cautious now.
Yeah, but
Another slow orb.
Oh, the pacing of that is perfect because here's the thing,
Yeah,
Zeta had
it's
already
not like it's a
somewhat cleared
a
market
plant
with
up
that
against the
cam.
wall or
So
anything,
they were
though.
feeling pretty confident about this pinch, and now it's just a spray down. The wingman goes out as well. Depp is holding close. He has an opportunity, but he gets taken down by something. Huron now already on the spike, but they can barely see it right around that cyber cage. They know exactly where the diffuser has to be. Come on. And they all fall like
Dude, this-
flies. The wingman sent out. But Forsaken
The,
gets the kill.
And
It
everybody
didn't
dies
look
except
great.
for
It
something.
didn't look great from Zeta here.
I mean, what a way to play the round. And really, although it wasn't a lot of flashy
Um,
kills, the MVP of that one has
Shout
to
out to
be the slow orb.
shout out to PRX.
yeah.
Like
The
PRX
fall
did
line
really
too,
good on this, just to
definitely.
make sure, yeah,
I
like
mean,
they
again, the
slowed and they
slow
couldn't get
orbs
over
provide so
towards
much
site. They
value.
also did
You
the
think
fake
back
over towards
to the
middle,
old
so they had to
days
like
when
clear
Sage was still
middle,
pretty meta
then they
on
had
a
to clear
couple maps.
market,
You know,
then they
think
had to
back
go
to the
through the
old splits,
slows.
things like
So there
that.
wasn't much time
If
to
you knew
coordinate
exactly
this.
the time to use your
And then there's
slowers,
like
that's simply
vision
how you
block.
won certain rounds, certain maps.
It
We're
was
seeing
like
that value
vision
once
block
again
so they
here on
couldn't put the
Sunset.
wingman on
And
the
at that point,
spike.
Zeta had no choice but to just go in
And then the
for
cage
defuse.
revealed half of the spike, so you could see where he's diffusing from.
Now,
It was a bit of a mess. But it was all because it was like no time really.
Zeta just buying up a little bit. Step on the Sheriff. Divine trying to use the wall to go up and create a little bit of presence towards this B site, but the hit's not there.
Yeah, again, noticing that it's the eco, you hear the paint shells from afar, you imagine it's still going to be a couple members as Ching barely gets out with his life. But PRX saying, all right, if that's the stack, we don't want to deal with it. Now, the rotation is pretty fast from Zeta, but they're not going to be in the site just yet. So they will have to wait for the flood, as they don't want to go 3v5. They want to wait for the full stack.
At least rob some guns away from PRX. Still, though, the spike will go down. And that gives PRX a little bit of time to set themselves up for those post-plant positions. You've got the fault line, you've got quite a bit of utility, you've got Jing with paint shells still as well.
They want to give him
This is
anything.
just so much utility once
Doesn't
again
look
to
like it.
buy
Oh.
time. Zeta
Yeah, we're
Division
going
wants
for
to
it.
make something happen as they bought up a Sheriff and a Ghost, but they've been pushed back with the paint shells, the wingman, the Dizzy, now Jing Spectre. It's just too much for Zeta Division to handle. Laz finally gets a kill, but there's
Closer
still more
to,
targets that Laz will clean up somewhat. but
Closer
it's
to,
only two
Razor,
taken
though.
down, 3 weapons still carried over by PRX.
Yeah, PRX just doing such a good job at controlling the map and controlling how Zeta might be able to position themselves. I mean, that wingman that was
Sun
sent up
Omless
by
with a
something
tier 1.
instantly
Thank you
told them
with the 19
there are
months.
several people upside
bro.
of,
How you doing? Good to see you.
defender spawn. And then the paint shells from Jin comes through just to split up those forces. Allows him to find some favorable fights.
The
while
speediest
Forsaken
rogue.
comes
What
up
does
alongside
Wingman
him.
do outside of
Just
planting and
fantastic
defusing?
stuff now that
Honestly,
they're starting to build
you'll
up
fit
on
in
those
there.
ultimates again.
That's
Outlaw
good question.
purchased by PRX to try to continue the snowball.
You'll like your stay here, man.
Trademark Gecko
You're
Scope
asking the real questions.
coming out to assist on the attacking side. Oh! Overcompensates for that swing out, and Deb stops just in time to get the headshot onto something. It's a big shutdown. You not only take away the Outlaw, the long-range fight, but you also take away the wingman. So now PRX are going to have to take a little bit more control of the site if they want to feel
Pretending
stable,
that's not my
slower,
ult.
just to make sure that they don't get
Yeah.
jumped on during the spike plant. Devi Trying to draw out more utility, trying
Just
to draw
paying
them out.
people
Gives
off to
Spike
hate
over to
wingman with
Jing.
me.
And the wall comes up just in time. Showstopper, he does get dizzied. Checks close. When does he let it go? He lands it right on top of Huron. Last spotted, Jing takes him out
The
as
incredible
well.
shot, man. And with
Give him
that,
an inch and he'll take
it's
the entire
pretty
site.
much the map done. Go
Divine,
down
no
to an
jump
eco. They've
peaks.
got 3K. They're going to low buy.
Sugar Zero spotted. He has to back away. There just isn't a good way for him to try to get back into the side. And PRX is on the hunt. It's their bonus round. They'll do whatever they want to try to make sure that they have the advantage. Sugar Zero, he's getting surrounded. He knows it. He wants to isolate the fights, and he just can't find it.
Oh, man. I mean, you're absolutely right. Jing took the whole site. Not only did he, get space for his team with a showstopper too,
Discrimination lawsuit, what the hell?
Down in towards Boba, marking those
Yeah, I need talk facts. I'll compliment him if he does something good. I'll flame him if he does something bad. If he does something average, he gets complimented for it by someone.
Not great.
Their glimmer of hope.
They'll have to scrape together whatever
And I
they
think there's a
can,
few
decide that
signs
this
from
is the
Zeta,
round
if you look at some of their maps,
they
where you're
will
like,
put
hold up.
everything on the line to try to claw
Maybe
back
some
into
changes
it, to
and
try
it
to
could be pretty
contest
good on all the maps.
against the current top seed of VCT Pacific in PRX.
And Brazil,
And it's going to be a push out of mid as well.
don't have much for the
Trying to rout
Brazilian
him.
hope.
PRX, I mean, they have the read on it. They're just going to go for
Fury
a rush
look
onto
nice.
B.
Oh man, market blocked off, Boba blocked off.
Aspas
as well.
counts, right?
Even with the trips, it's just not going to be enough. They're trying to take down the wall at the very least, but
Aspas and less still exist. Yeah, that's actually it.
Yeah, full site control taken by PRX. They understood that if it's going to be a wraparound, we need to make sure we're a bit flexible on our positioning.
Yeah, I forgot about
Now,
Sachi. How could I
still
forget about
hanging
him?
far back, but Sugar Zero, he's gone even one step forward. Forsaken's wary of it, but he's still a little too concerned. The smoke just trying to fake it out, but Forsaken starts going for the flank as well. The Thrash now catches on to something. Depp goes in for the kill. They hear Forsaken.
Yeah,
They're
they
trying
had
to wrap around. Depp gets
they had the
second kill.
wraparounds.
And now only 2 members left. Sugar Zero
Surely a
finds him.
2v5
They're stuck
after
here on
plant isn't
B main.
winnable, especially when it's not a good
Zeta
plant.
over the
Oh boy.
defuse. It's a lineup from Jing
Oh
and
boy.
Divide.
Guys, let's sort this map out. I beg you, Riot. Please. He's swinging out to kill a diffuser, and these people have to run into the line of sight to get him. Or open up this wall or something, or get rid of the plant here. Anything. Or get rid of this box.
He manages to hold down the spike just when you think Zeta might be able to turn things around. Just when Zeta finds
Look at this swing. Like he never. You just have to pre-aim it. That's
on
it.
this B side
Pre-aim
is
jiggle.
always too darn good for PRX. Match point now.
Yeah, after that full send, you don't have much to work with. You've got a showstopper, but that's about it.
Right, 8 of them.
Got a Stinger, a couple Bulldogs, and a Guardian. Zeta trying to do whatever they can. Thrash and Rolling Thunder online. PRX will take this step by step. Thrash to clear out elbow. And now positioned for the Rolling Thunder to really push them away. The paranoia used to slow them down. The showstopper to regain control of the
47
site.
HP. Oh no, he's got to like pre-fire as well.
Spread out, and
Yeah,
the positioning's
fine.
good. It's only a 1-for-1 trade. They will continue the push. They know that the site has been emptied other than the Rays, thanks to the Rolling Thunder. Slow orb use.
Wow.
And Zeta Division. This may very well be the last round that they get to play in VCT 2024. Doing everything they can to fight back, but Divide will not have mercy as he shuts down the hopes and dreams.
That's it.
And here are on with one single sheriff.
Yeah, it's a rough year for them.
He's had so many wonderful moments today, but there will be
Okay,
no fairy
13-4.
tale this year as PRX will shut down the match, winning 2-1.